Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 3 of season 2 of The Last of Us. In the last episode, the moment a lot of us game players have been anticipating, especially after keeping this secret as best as we could. Now it's the cat's out of the bag, man. Joel has died at the hands of Abby. Though some things did happen a little differently than they did in the games, which was, definitely kind of added some uncertainty to a lot of the things going around it. They also kind of tweaked the actual execution of it itself. But all the same, Joel's gone, and Ellie and Jackson are left in the wake of this devastating attack as well. To kind of deal with the fallout of this, as Joel is being carted back in a body bag. Ellie not having really any time to really kind of let this sink in or deal with it. Tommy having no idea that this even took place. We're probably gonna have some interesting stuff in this episode. Don't expect the emotions to stop at this point, is all I'll say. But that all said, let's get ready to jump in. If you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're coming over to the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on my movies or react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do the things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. At least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. That all said and out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 3. Here we go. God, what a sight to open up on. All these charred corpses right outside the front gates.
Give Sarah my love.
Oh, God, that fucking got me.
It's okay. You're in the hospital.
Oh. God damn it, man. The intro was something I was wondering if it was gonna change. Something I had to stop myself from asking out loud whenever the season kicked off, because it wasn't something I had actually considered. Now that we've passed that point, I've always wondered if it's still gonna show the 2 stems or if it's just gonna drop down to 1. But damn, man, her waking up in the middle of it and just realizing and still kind of being in that moment. Yeah, wow. Oh, that is heartbreaking. Oh. I saw an interview too where they were talking about the moment where they added Ellie 3 months later, where Ellie crawls over to him and then lays on top of him, because in that moment she's expecting to die as well, and so she wants them to go down together, and she grabs his hand, mirroring that moment when she had to care for him after his last wounds, as they were on their trip, and then she was left to kind of fend for herself, when she would kind of like stay close to him to keep him warm. Little things that they've kind of done that's unique to this, that kind of make that experience really wild, man.
Today's the day.
So can I just...
Almost. I just need you to see one more person, then you're good to go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How are you doing, Ellie?
Give me a moment. It's really complicated because, feelings.
Okay.
Oh, come on, man. I've been stuck in here since... Yeah, I miss him. He meant a lot to me. So, yeah, upset and sad.
But I was actually wondering about New Year's Eve. You two got into it at the dance. Was that the last time you spoke to him?
Yeah. When I got home, he was on the porch. I should have talked to him. But I didn't.
Do you regret that?
Yeah, of course. But your final moment with someone doesn't define your whole time with them.
But it often does. In my last moment with Joel, he said he wronged you. He said, I saved her.
He saved me a lot of times.
Yeah, I would think so, but that's not wronging someone.
No idea what he meant. I don't feel wronged. Man, I wish I could have let him off the hook for whatever it was he was talking about.
She's not very good at covering this up. But that's the thing. She's trying to play herself out of the situation.
Everyone were as healthy as you. What would I do for weed and booze?
I wouldn't worry, Gail. There's still a lot of fucked up people in this town.
But not you, though.
Yeah, she knows, but she's just letting her go. It's about as good as we're probably going to get, though, at this point. Yeah, see her face just shift completely now that she's out of that room. See, that's wild to me, too. Like, if you were to, like, just see, like, this compared to where we start with Joel, to show that over these 5 years and being here in Jackson, how Ellie has changed him and being part of this community has changed him, that the people here are showing their gratitude and their remorse and their sadness by, you know, with this little show and this display, you know, it's just, it's both soothing, but also equally as heartbreaking all at the same time, too. He lost himself to the darkness, but he came back from it for a time. Oh, her room when she still stayed with him. Oh, wow. This is never easy either, man. Being left, sifting through what everybody's left behind.
Ellie? Yeah, I'm coming.
I went to the hospital. When they let you out?
30 minutes ago?
Nice. I made you cookies.
Oh? Just 'cause?
No. This is a peace offering.
For what?
Because I'm about to make you angry. When you asked me about that day, I told you I didn't learn anything useful.
Oh.
I know most of their names, and I know where they're from. The doctors told me not to upset you.
I don't give a fuck.
And I knew that if I told you where they were, you'd just start pulling your tubes out and crawling on your hands and knees to get there.
I don't give a fuck. You cost us time. You let them get away.
If you want to find someone, and the only thing you know about them is where they're going to end up, maybe let them get there.
She makes a point. Damn good cookies.
The dark-haired guy was Manny. The other guy was Owen.
The girl with the dark hair and the bald one of them's named Nora. I'm not sure which.
The girl with the braid.
Abby. I saw a patch on a backpack and the letters WLF, Washington Liberation Front.
WLF. Wolf.
Damn, that's not bad.
Who else knows?
Just us. I wasn't going to tell anyone before you.
You can just put it in the middle of the table where you can both reach.
I gotta think about this.
Think about what? Let's fucking get these guys.
The town is still recovering. So are you.
We get where you're coming
No,
from.
we don't get where you're coming from. I don't get where you're coming from. If it had been you, Joel would be halfway to Seattle before the sun came up.
He'd be halfway to Seattle to save my life. But when we lost people, no, it would just break him like it was his fault. I saw that time and time again, and don't talk to me like I didn't know him. He was my brother. I'm not saying you shouldn't do this, but if we're gonna put a posse together, we gotta do it right, which means taking it to Maria.
But you'll back us, right?
Of course I will. And you,
You hold out information on me again, you got rendering detail for a month. Buried our dead 10 miles south of town, if you want to visit them.
When we're on our way to Seattle.
We need to send the Ghost Rider after them. I can't do that, man. At all. Not even close.
No one falling, all clear. Keep moving.
Once we get resettled.
All whistles from the game, too.
Why can't you tell me where we're going?
I told you the reason we're going.
Why can't she just keep us safe?
The prophet? She's been dead 10 years, Constance. I wouldn't count on her to help.
Ezra said the prophet is eternal.
Prophet isn't magic. They're just people that see truths hidden from others and share that truth no matter what the cost. Follow her words, we obey her teachings, but we keep ourselves safe.
Then can I have a hammer?
All right. You feel safer?
Yes.
Understand what we're giving you now. Keep you far, far safer than a hammer. Distance.
From home.
From war. Take cover!
Demons?
Wolves.
Rotate. More.
Hey, I got that poster.
Harder. Harder. Last 5. There it is. Okay, done for the day.
So what'd you think?
For someone who sat on their ass for 3 months, pleasantly surprised.
Yeah?
Push-ups?
Yeah. Crunches when they weren't looking.
And I'll do it.
Hell yeah.
Back to where you were before.
Nice.
Which is 80% of where you should have been.
Heard you're on the council now.
Yep.
Damn. Nice.
Can I count on you?
Can't discuss upcoming votes.
Seriously, it's me. Dude, you were there.
I know that too. Gotta go. Here's a little advice. Organize your thoughts, write them down, and then read them out loud tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, because I'm stupid.
Because you're angry, Ellie, and no one's gonna vote for angry.
I lost my sister that day. A lot of people in here buried family. And now you want to send what? You're saying 16 of our best? And none of you up there can promise us that all 16 will come back. So my heart is with you. We are too hurt. And it is too soon.
People came, so why wouldn't we want to take our vengeance? Because we're not supposed to. That's what separates us, our capacity for mercy.
Those sons of bitches don't deserve our mercy.
Well, of course they don't deserve it. That's what makes it mercy.
Well, to hell with that. And to hell with you for saying it, Carlisle.
Seth, sit down.
No.
You're not on the list.
No! What the hell are we all talking about here? They came into our house. They took one of ours. My God, somebody shoots your brother. You want to take the locks off your doors? Grow up! They'll come back because we didn't make them pay. And when they come back, they'll be laughing. And you'll all deserve it. Bunch of goddamn victims.
Didn't expect to see them so vehemently on the same side.
I'm asking us to risk more people and resources, and at the worst possible time. It's not because I want revenge. What I want is what you used to give people. I want justice. Because it's either that, or we do nothing. That's what everyone else out there is going to do for us. Nothing. A whole world of people who won't lift a finger if something bad happens to me or you. We have a word for these people. They're called strangers. Well, I don't think that we're strangers to each other. I want to know that I can count on you. And I swear, if someone hurts any of you, you can count on me. That's what holds all this together. Not potluck dinners or New Year's Eve dances. Definitely not a wall, because that thing got busted through. But Jackson is still here.
Not bad.
Thank you.
That was good.
Yes. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. The vote is 8-3. The proposal is rejected.
I'm not surprised, but that isn't gonna stop her.
Here we go, 9. Here we go.
Aww.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Hell yeah. My Tiger season tickets. This actually isn't that far off from the 03 squad.
She's probably been extra busy these last few weeks.
Brutal. And I'm supposed to see a shrink myself, you know, to process it all.
So what do you do then?
Well, I'm an alcoholic, and I smoke as much weed as I can. Yeah, complete fucking disaster.
At least she's honest.
I'm nervous she's gonna do something stupid.
What, you didn't believe her speech?
Did you?
Of course not. She's a liar.
Well, there's a difference between lying and being a liar.
Oh, I know. It was maybe one person she told the truth to, and he's...
Yeah.
I just don't want her to go down the same paths that Joel did, coming up with justifications and such. All he was really doing was lashing out.
So you think she might have learned that behavior from him?
No, they're just two peas in a pod.
If she's on a path, it's not one that Joel put her on. No, I think they were walking side by side from the very start.
I like that. It also echoes our intro.
Take it from a psychotherapist of 40 years. Some people just can't be saved.
Oof. Also, I didn't mention this before, but workbench.
Who is it?
Oh, she's stocking up. She's getting ready.
I'm just going to bed.
No, I don't think that is where you're going.
She can see through your lies.
Get in.
So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
The general Seattle direction.
Better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
Have a plan. Bring a map.
Approach Seattle from the east, then reassess based on what we find. Provisions. Travel light but smart. Winter coats for beds, jackets for blankets.
God damn. She is ready to go.
What are you bringing? Is that Joel's? That's what you're good at killing.
Fucking right.
Really? Shoot your damn ass off?
Heard that before.
Nice little callback.
How the fuck are we gonna get all of this?
I know, guy. Wear all the clothes you're gonna bring. Fill your pockets with ammo. We'll meet by the old East Gate, 3 a.m.
Thank you.
You know, you could have just asked.
No, I actually didn't know that.
Now you do.
Cute. Oh, it's Seth, isn't it? Damn, dude. They gave him a whole ass moment. We lost Bigot Sandwich and we got all this.
Trade. It's better. Trade.
How'd you get her out?
Janine's night watch at the stables. She's sympathetic to our cause.
Our cause.
You're the one that gave the us speech, not me.
True.
I'd come with you, but I caught some friendly fire on New Year's Day.
You sure it's friendly?
Jesus Christ.
You got 10 minutes before patrol comes by. Let's get you going.
Damn. Oh, she did say she'd visit on the way. No.
Fleetwood Mac. Nope. What? I mean, no, it's my opinion.
Yeah, well, your opinion is wrong because Frank Zappa exists.
We can agree to disagree.
First person you killed.
Jesus, really? Came up behind him, raised my gun, and,
Sorry, Ellie.
I shoot a guy and you feel sorry for me.
I'm just loyal like that. Let me know if you see any outcroppings or spots with cover.
Why? That's okay.
Got a heavy wind coming in.
Holy shit, that came on fast. How the fuck did you know that was gonna happen?
I'm a witch.
Clearly.
I have a stupid question. It's about New Year's Eve. You know, the kid. My question is, how would you rate it? You kissed girls before. You're gay, I'm not. I'm just curious. Want to know if I'm any good at it.
Okay, fine, 6.
Fuck you, 6.
That sucks.
It's above average. If 5 is middle of the road, you know, maybe you need to practice.
Does he ever strike you as sad?
Yeah.
But I think deep inside, that's just how he is. At least I hope that's why.
Why would you hope that?
Well, because if it's not that, then it's me.
Oof.
Well, good night.
Night.
Ellie? It wasn't that high.
Nice.
How much further? In theory, we'll come out near Highway 5, just north of the city.
Oh.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
What's that symbol?
I don't know. I've never seen it before.
Oh, all of them. Oh. That's a horrific sight.
If this was fucking them, if Abby and her crew did this to people, to kids.
Yeah. Let's go.
I like how they find ways to mirror Joel and Ellie in a lot of different scenarios with the various groups that they come across. Like, that's an avatar for what could have been them, you know, in a different manner.
It's quiet.
Yeah. Too quiet.
Curtis or Viper?
Both. Fucking Seattle. Pretty.
Plus, no one's shooting at us.
Yet, give it time.
Because there aren't that many wolves.
There's about to be a whole lot less.
Hell
That was just me. I was trying to sound like a badass. You don't need to try.
yeah.
We're moving up to the fob. All clear between checkpoint 3 and 5?
You're all good. We can move up.
Yeah, small group, right? Whoo! Great little bridge to get us into the next section. I really loved the way we got to navigate the post incident with pretty much everybody, with the town, with Tommy, and just Ellie and her exploration about this. Also just kind of like trying to garner not just sympathy, but assistance and help with going out on this quest. Obviously, it didn't pan out in the way that she had hoped. They were not willing to send 16 people out for this little quest, especially after this attack at the walls and everything else and all the people that they lost and just their vulnerability at the moment. I think it was pretty obvious where that was going to go, but we have a pretty tight-knit group that, you know, I feel like we could count on for certain things. But what I did not expect is Seth to be the one to kind of help her through all of this. I mean, again, it's been a while, and please correct me if I'm wrong. The only thing I remember as far as his involvement in the story goes is when he gives them the sandwiches. And as far as I can recall, it ends there. But we lost the whole little line because when, you know, she's going on patrol with Jesse or whatever, and he gives her the sandwiches, she turns to him and he's like, what are those? And she says, biggest sandwiches. And that's the end of their interactions. But in this, we give him a little bit of a, you know, like a sympathetic edge to that. Like that maybe he did quite literally fall prey to the alcohol itself. He's genuinely trying to make amends. And then, you know, he's the one helping them go out on this quest, you know, getting them a horse, helping her get a better gun, helping them through the gate, because he's the only one that feels the same way that she does about what happened to them, that this group came in, picked off one of their own, and he's like, that's not okay. And putting them on the same side is really interesting given their history, especially considering Joel was also the person that messed him up that night too. I don't know, I just thought there was something really powerful about that little tweak. And then just seeing Dina kind of come up and help Ellie, because like when she came in to prepare for the meeting, she actually did think and then write everything down. I mean, it was well spoken, it was well delivered, and you know, I feel like in any other situation, it may have kind of played out in the way that she was hoping. It's definitely not wholly honest, you know, it's revenge. But seeing that, you know, there was 3 votes to 8, I think we know who at least 2 of the votes were. Just watching everybody just kind of trying to deal with the fallout too, and just the little like, you know, protocols and stuff like that with the city and how it kind of manages everything is also really nice world building as well. But living in this moment a little bit, like seeing her go through his stuff, you know, and connect with these things and deal with that loss. My God, the visceralness of her waking up in the hospital, because her last conscious moment was witnessing that. So when she wakes up, she's replaying it. She's still in that moment. God, Bella Ramsey did a fantastic job acting the hell out of that moment. That pain, that fear, that sadness, that rage, all of it all at once. And then having to go through his house, go through his things, and just crying into his jacket like that was so visceral and real. Oh, then we get to see this group of people trotting down the trail that they have now passed. This group of let's call them nomads for now. You know, this fatherly figure talking to his daughter figure. I don't know if they're actually father and daughter, but that was kind of the implication there. One of the trailers showcased them in a shot, and they're newly added characters. Obviously, they didn't last very long, but I think there was an interview that talked about them specifically and wanting to have a vehicle for Joel and Ellie in this group to kind of represent them in a way. And we see him trying to, like, you know, talk about their ways, talk about their beliefs, you know, instilling her with this confidence, with this protection, handing her this hammer. And he's like, do you feel safer? In the end, it didn't matter. The WLF came in and took them all out, shot them all in the back, mowed them all down, child included. The whistling, their different signals, that's something that carried over from the games as well. You know, because you could always, if you paid attention to it, if you took a moment to learn it too, you could kind of call out or like learn the different calls and stuff like that in the game as well. So they kept that kind of intact. And I like them when they were like, the wolves are coming, and we got to see the wolves here finally by the end. You know, based on their read of the situation, they think this group is a lot smaller than it is, but that's quite clearly not the case. And even if it is, this contingent that they have, as large or small, however you want to call it, it's all relative at the end of the day. They are decked out, man. They have a tank, they have these watches. So yeah, they're walking into a hornet's nest at the moment, underestimating the situation almost completely. But Dina and them traveling along the way, you know, their little like games to bide the time. I just love their chemistry. And then just trying to process everything that's gone on and what we're planning on doing now that we're out here on the road and all of that. But I'm excited to see what they do in this next little section, especially considering how the show continues to add to the world of the games and explore some situations and facets of these characters and the world itself that the games didn't have the vehicle or opportunity to explore. Again, the show's just fascinating in that way, and I really, really love it for that. But we're out here, we're heading off, we've got our enemy ahead, and we've seen some of the damage that they leave in their wake. I'm excited to see what comes next, man. Excited for next weekend. This was an emotional episode right out of the gate. We processed the initial reaction to last week's episode, and now we are on a mission. So with that all said, guys, how'd you feel about this episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We're carrying the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Manny Sherry, York Scott, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Contrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russ Crockett, Watchtower, Domi, Gregory Toner, and Lily Chan's son. Thank you guys so much for continued support. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.